everybody, and welcome to Maximum Libertarian. As you can see right there, this first meme that I saw, it says, "You know why we don't spray with kids with DDT anymore? Because someone questioned settled science." That's a big topic. It goes around nowadays. Everything has been settled. Climate change has been settled. Global warming has been settled. Everything's been settled. But science is always changing. When I was a kid, I remember being told, don't eat fats. Now they tell you to eat fats. They said, don't eat this. Now they say, eat this. It's insane. Always question everything. All right.
Question society. Question the science. Question anything you can get your hands on. It was a good one I saw. A good meme I saw. Maybe I pull it up. It's really funny actually. It's something I saw yesterday, and it kind of resonated with me, and it was happened to do with there's two of them, but the one that I'm talking about is actually really funny, and I have to pull it up here. Let me just put this in here real quick and share the screen. Continue share screen and Facebook. We got two of them, but this one's definitely the best one. Speak, not without my lawyer present. And there's the treat. That's the first one, and I'll just scroll it all down since I have the Facebook up, because they're both on Facebook. And there's another one. Taxation is theft. Gun saves lives. Big government sucks. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
I love it, man.
Well, welcome everybody to Maximum Libertarian right here on YouTube. If you haven't been here before, please click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and what else should they do?
Smash that like button and share the shit, because I'll tell you what, the further we get along, I've noticed some increase in some numbers. People are probably sharing some of our topics have been really good. So share it with your friends.
Thank you for saying that. And also, there you go, Dean D. Davison for Delegate. Please go to his Facebook page, go to his website at Davison for Delegate, donate to him, like his page, share his Twitter handle, help him out. He's got 68 signatures that are confirmed. So you need 125 to
125 confirmed. 125 confirmed, and like we were discussing before we went on here, Virginia Department of Elections is playing games. What's new with independent and libertarian candidates? They don't want us involved, but we're going to be nailing them. They're going to get a lot of phone calls from some libertarians tomorrow. So, and the fact that our registrar in Bedford was so nice to manually go through the ones that she has. See, the elect system, they would have the updated information, so we could have more than 68, but once again, I'm going to collect when I have a chance, when I have other people to help me also. Down in Bedford, go back to the Tractor Supply, hit door to door, and just get what I need to finish this off, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be on the ballot, and if they try to keep me off the ballot, I'm going to do write-ins and go after these idiots anyway. So just, do whatever you can do. Government really is becoming ridiculous. It always was ridiculous, but it's more and more ridiculous. I think somebody had told me the Department of Elections got changed when McAuliffe got in there, and a bunch of Democrats are running the Department of Elections, which is probably true. Luckily, we have some local registrars that, even though they couldn't get into that system because they haven't opened it up for elect, which is really weird because it's only like 3.5 weeks till we get to the date of June 8th, where they can tell us exactly how many signatures are clarified. They haven't even started opening that up yet, and that's just odd. And a nice, strong message was sent Friday by me to the Department of Elections, and a lady actually called me back and said they'd be making a call or putting it at the top of the list first thing Monday morning. We'll see. But when they get all of us candidates for the Libertarian Party of Virginia calling the Department of Elections, I think we're going to get shit done. So just being a leadership person, trying to do my job as an executive officer for the LPVA too. Kind of a two-sided stick there, and I don't accept BS. So
okay,
which ought to be interesting. Be interesting tonight too. I mean, there's a good potential I'll become the vice chair tonight. The Libertarian Party of Virginia. We'll see what happens, but because of all this mix-ups, but it's I'm doing my job. I know that a lot of people respect what I do, and I appreciate everybody's support too. So, but back to what you were saying, Brian.
All right. So with them three memes, let's go to the topic today. Lockdown skeptic rock star Eric Clapton. He blasts the vaccine safety propaganda and claims that he had a disastrous reaction to one of the COVID vaccine jabs, which made him fear he'd never play again. Now, let's go down into here, and we're just going to see what it says here.
First things first, the AstraZeneca vaccine is not in the United States, so.
Well, this comes from the Daily Mail in the UK.
I think the UK is allowing it, but the United States has not yet approved it. So.
Right. Well, that's fine and dandy, but I think the big thing is what you're seeing now. Bill Maher just had he got fully vaccinated, and then he got COVID, and they had to shut his show down. So until I guess he gets clean from the COVID, So in turn, I guess what they're making it seem like the COVID vaccine is going to be a cure-all, but once again, it's like getting the flu shot. It don't mean you're not going to get it. You could possibly still get it.
It's the main, and here's the thing: the main thing for the vaccines are to actually, if you were to get it, make you not feel any symptoms or very mild symptoms. It's keeping you from dying and going to the hospital. That's the main point of these COVID vaccines.
Well, let me just say something real quick. Without getting the vaccine, you still had less than 1% chance of dying. So
depending on your age, it all depends on your age and everything. So.
Well, I think it's dependent on your health.
Exactly.
I think if you had but if I get the flu and I had heart conditions, I have kidney conditions, I have whatever, that the flu is just amplified it.
Yeah,
it just
exactly.
It's no difference, or even the common cold or any illness. I think once again, I've been really shocked. No, it's far from shocked. I'm disappointed that our federal government, our state government, and our local government has done such a bang-up job not telling people to take vitamins, to eat healthy, to exercise, and things of that nature. That's all you have to do. Now, granted, you want to have a little extra precaution with the vaccine, well, go get the vaccine. If you don't want the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. But they don't want to tell you that. They want to play political theater, and they want to have control. There's a meme, and I should have showed, where it showed a dog getting a treat, and it says being obedient. And then right down below, it said being obedient, and it had some lady with a donut in her mouth holding up her vaccine card. They're trying to make you obedient, and I don't understand why people are just following like lemmings and falling off the cliff. It's sad, it sucks, but this is the facts,
what drives me nuts even worse is the fact that people confuse the Libertarian Party with with liberal Democrats. It pisses me off, quite frankly. I have to argue with people. We're totally a different side of than what they think we are. Like, I mean, seriously, do your damn research before you even decide to be stupid and email me or come back at me saying you're nothing but a Democrat. No. Okay. Yeah, there is a wing. There is a wing for libertarian socialism.
So where does this lead into? From going from the vaccine?
Because it's bad when people do that, because it kind of hurts the idea of what a libertarian is, when people, and some people have, a little bit of more pull in the count, like my county, where they are like a photographer or something of that nature, and have a lot of people they know, but going out and say, well, libertarians are Democrats in like wool's clothing, and we're not for anything. And I have to explain to them, well, there's 9 types of libertarians. Yes, there's a libertarian socialist side, but it's very rare to have very many people in there. I said most of the people are minarchists, anywhere from minarchist to anarcho-capitalist.
Yeah, I get that, but what are we talking about? We were talking about the vaccine, and then you're talking about...
Yeah, well, that kind of...
I don't understand what you're talking about here.
That's kind of what this went off of, is talking about the vaccine. But you libertarians are just like Democrats. You
So what
probably
do
are
you,
happy
so
about
what
this.
was the vaccine? I don't understand the.
Well, they're trying to say that we are like the Democrats in the faith that we want
I understand what that part is.
masks.
How does that make what the vaccine and the libertarians? Where does this correlate?
Basically, that they think that we are pushing the agenda that we are for masks, that we don't believe in individual liberty, and we're like the Democrats, basically. And it kind of struck a nerve with me because it's totally the opposite.
Wow. I've never been confronted by that anyway, but maybe you have. But be it here or there, Eric Clapton. Let's look at what he's
Which
had
is even
happen.
weirder. Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's an older, good artist. I
All
mean,
right, yeah, he is. He
I
did.
like his music.
It says right here that he is hit out against the propaganda over the vaccine safety, claiming he suffered side effects after his COVID jabs.
Well, no shit.
Now, if you go down here, it says the legendary guitarist, a lockdown skeptic, and his hands, it said his hands and feet became useless and prompted fears he would never play again. Now, in this message, he talked, now, as you can see, it was at the AstraZeneca, I hope I said that right. And he said that the reactions did go away. It lasted, what he said, straight away. Let's see, and straight away from had 7 severe reactions, and it lasted 10 days. It could have been bad for him, but then we're all going to sit around and pretend that you're supposed to just believe in what they say. Once again, you got to question the science.
Yep. And when you're I have just found an article that just got put out that I just found that's really interesting. It states, can I still spread COVID if I've been vaccinated? And where we go again, we go by the fact of science and studies that have been done. And the article basically says there is a potential that you could get it and asymptomatically spread it, but it is very low based on multiple studies that have been done now in real world timing. One from
More
Israel.
people are going to die from the vaccine than from the COVID. That's what they said on the one podcast I was listening to, and I know that they might not be, but because they're being injecting this thing into their arm and not going and doing the proper things, they're putting themselves at risk.
Yeah, I mean, and depending on your age, it's inflammationary. Just from a medical standpoint, it's inflammationary. So if you have a heart problem and you're older, or if you have a heart problem, it might not be the best idea to get one. I mean, if you are thinking about getting one, because it's inflammation. So if you inflame your heart and you have a heart issue, what's that going to do? Cause a heart attack, potentially kill you. There's certain things you just have to read legitimate medical journals and things like that, where there's actually hard science of what you should and shouldn't do. If you're a healthy human being like yourself, Brian, or I'm decently healthy minus my diabetes, our inflammatory system is not going to kill us by getting a COVID shot. Bottom line. So it's all about science. It's all about medical knowledge. mRNA, it's been rushed. No, it's not been. It's been around before 2003. They just had to find the genetic the coding to get the mRNA to work on COVID. They already had the SARS part figured out. That's the truth. Read it in medical journals, New England Medical Journal, things like that. These are true, hard science medical journals, and they're going to tell you what actually this does, the mRNA technology. And quite frankly, it works. Personally, I can tell you it works because of something within the household here had happened, and I was around it. My mom and family were, and we all had vaccines, and we didn't catch it. The only person that didn't have it, unfortunately, because they couldn't get it at the time based on the guidelines.
Yeah, but I don't know if, once again, I've never had the vaccine, and my buddy at work who sits very close to me, he never got it.
Yep.
So in turn, I don't know if the vaccine works. I question everything. If people aren't questioning it, now look, I've had my vaccines. I've had different, if it's whooping cough or the tetanus shot or whatever, take the damn shot. I mean, it's okay. But I also know people who've never had a vaccine, and they don't seem like they're doing just fine.
Here's the thing: it's a personal choice.
Right.
You can choose whether to get it and
And I
whether
tell
to not.
you, one
And you're
thing
not
that,
going to allow Biden to tell you, show me your papers.
well, we have plenty of people that are marching down that line. If it's Biden, if it's a Democrat, if it's a Republican, and even sadly, some libertarians, because and other parties, not just the Republicans and Democrats, because they watch the news, they watch the idiot box, they see that, and that's the only thing. Because there's a person I know who didn't believe there was any riots going on, and we said, what news station are you watching? They're like, well, CBS Evening News. The riots are still going on over in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So when Project Veritas comes out and shows CNN, one of the guys who worked for CNN saying, we this is all propaganda. It's ratings to show the numbers of death and who's got it. You know, they were exposed. They were exposed for talking about Trump. Okay.
Yep.
And how if it wasn't for CNN, Trump would still be in office. And not one news organization will talk about it. If they do talk about it, it's like 30 seconds here or there. Fox has done okay, didn't doing it because they're just attacking CNN. But let's be honest. That should be CNN should be talking about it. But this place, YouTube, which is garbage, they've silenced Steven Crowder, they've silenced Alex Jones. Everyone's is going to be on the chopping block unless you sit down and get on your knees and say, do exactly what your Lord and Savior, the government, says to do. And what's going to happen is just like that old saying, while they're coming after that individual because of what religion they are. Well, they're coming after that individual because what religion they are. Well, they're coming after my neighbor because what religion they are. Oh, they're coming after me. If you don't stand up now to big tech, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, now this is the only way we can get our stuff out there. So we could be shadow banned. We don't get no views. We don't get this. Whatever. That's fine and dandy. But this is the only way, and we got to keep pushing this route. But
absolutely, it's just garbage. Media is garbage. Majority of them are
garbage.
liberal media. The media that's not liberal media pushes the other side. There's no real true independent media, really. There's very few independent medias out there. And you listen to people like us that are independently minded. And, some people were asking the other day, what is a good idea? A good podcast, and I put our podcast up there, so maybe that person will watch it and send it to his friends. But because we talk about the truth,
I get it. I think we can be a little bit more sharper, and I think it's going to get a little bit better in the upcoming weeks. I'm confident in that. But be it here or there,
I got some websites up to share for people to go, and if they're interested in the Libertarian Party, of course, it's the Libertarian Party of Virginia website. We also have. Let me stop that one and go to this one, and get back to there. Share, and blop 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 blop. This one, which is the National Libertarian site. With those you can go join. It's 20. You can be a Libertarian member without paying, but to be a actual Libertarian member, a sustaining member, $25 for nationals or $25 for state. You become a part of the Libertarian Party. And then the third one I'm going to show here, shameless plug. Actually, I'll probably have another one up here after this one. Let's see. That's part of my platform, and on my website, you just hit it on a platform. You can find that. And there's one more site that I like to share, which is really important. This is a must go to, in my opinion. Throw in fellow libertarians.
Oh, well, there it is.
If you're around here, you need to go to our site, Roanoke Valley Libertarians. We work our butts off. You can go to from there. You can go to other LP affiliates in the area. Their contacts, Lynchburg, New River Valley, which we need to get some push there. Rocktown, Martinsville. On my Martinsville, this past week we have our good friend Eric Bowling running for the Board of Supervisors in his location, and come to find out the person that was running originally is not seeking re-election. So right now, Eric is in a field by himself. And we get to June 8th, guess what?
Right.
We have a Libertarian in office in November in the Board of Supervisors in the Afton area.
I'll be interested in seeing who the guy, what was the position? Do you know what party that one gentleman who's no longer
I believe he was
running?
Republican.
I wonder what's going to happen there. I wonder if they're going to endorse Eric or.
My feeling is we, as Libertarians, we wait until after June 8th when nobody runs against him. We endorse him full-heartedly.
No. I wonder who the doctor that is currently in that seat's going to do. I wonder if he'll.
Good point.
If he's going to endorse Eric, or will the Republicans run somebody? Will who will endorse? Or will they just say, "Hey, this is will the Democrats always put someone up?"
Yeah, or what happens if the thing at the end of the tunnel is they actually, because I don't know if that's a quote unquote, if he can have the Libertarian name. I don't know if it's a
right.
If he's just an independent, but at the end of the day is nobody else runs against him.
Yeah,
we have a new Libertarian I believe one of the first in the southwestern part of the state to be a Libertarian in office. So it would be a huge celebration to go along with if I happen to pull out some major guns basically in this district. I mean, that in its right would be a celebration. We could have a massive celebration on election day. Win, lose, or draw for me, and if it wins for Eric. That right there is just everything.
right.
It's a huge step. And here's the other huge step. If I don't win against a Republican, win this Democrats if I beat the Democrat, that's a huge win. So there's just so much that can happen there that could be historical, massive for our party, and looking forward from here.
Right.
So I'm very confident. I got a little kick in the gut when this whole thing happened Friday with the Virginia Department of Elections, but you know what? You learn. You got to suck it up, Buttercup, and get back to work and bust your ass and get on the ballot and keep talking to people, and people putting signs up on 122. One of the people I know are going to put signs up on 122 next week of mine. So it's going to be very viewable from Manita going to Bedford. You're going to see my political signs. Another one is going to be on the peaks, going up to the peaks of Otter. I'm going to have very high visibility there, and then I'm going to look into things when I'm on the ballot, such as billboards. I think that's that right there is an important. Come down 460 and see a big ass billboard with my information on there. A lot of people travel that, and it's from Botetourt to Bedford. If they need to go to Lynchburg, they're going to see it.
Right.
And then if it depends on expense, and what kind of money I can raise, put one going up 220 up towards Allegheny County up 220 after you get off 81. And man, that's just another visibility area that I would put one. And man, we could make some massive headroads there. So
absolutely. All right, Dean. Well, let me put up your information real quick. There you go again. There's his website, DavisonForDelegate.com, and there's his Facebook page, Davison for Delegate 2021.
That's growing. So either this or something, it's growing organically. So if you're watching it, go there. I think I have 70-something likes now, and I was at like 48 or 50 before. So keep telling your friends, click on this. If you're in my district, contact me. So we can get you an electronic ballot electronic signature, or I can come meet you and give you the electronic signature information also. The signature, or come out to one of the events in the next 2 Sundays. I'll be out at Tractor Supply for a while, and I'll be going to that. And if we do anything during the week, if Brian's available during the week, some point we might go out to Bedford too, and Derek and Caesar. We're going to mix it up. We're going to do what we can do, get done, and be on the ballot so you have another option in November.
Right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us today. It was I just wanted to talk entertainment news, and that was when I saw that about Eric Clapton. I wanted to put that up there. I thought that's interesting. Once again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. And what else should they do?
Smash the like button and make sure you share this with all your friends, because the bigger we get, the more exposure we get, the more this message gets out.
Absolutely. So thank you once again for watching. And until tomorrow, because we will be back tomorrow morning, we will see you then.
Have a good day.